Hi, this video will be a detailed overview of the List Pages tab of your content management system. Basically what all this stuff means here, or what it does. So first off, we have the Add Page button. This is where you can go to add a new page to your content management system. I'll get to what all this stuff means in just a little bit, but that's the button you'd click to add a new page. So back to the List Pages tab here. Next we have Select Homepage. Now homepage is basically the page that anyone will be brought to when they enter your domain name. So for instance, currently the homepage is my homepage. So if I go to the About Us page, and you'll see, again, I'm currently on the About Us page. I can change it. Basically, if I enter in just my domain, click Enter, I'll be brought to the homepage, right? So if I need to change that, I can go to Select Homepage. And here again, it's currently telling me my homepage is, the current homepage. I'll change it to Contact Us, just for a demonstration. So now, instead of being brought to the home page when someone goes to my domain, if I click Enter, I'll be brought to the Contact Us page. This could be useful for splash pages, or maybe you have specials, or maybe you're editing your website and you don't want people seeing it yet, so you send them to a temporary, under construction page. So that'd be some useful purposes for it. So that functionality exists if you need it. I'll just change it back to the home page now. So we'll go back to the List Pages area. The two drop downs here, Categories and Content Pages, they're basically just different ways of getting to the pages of your website, right? So we have webmail page, starting a business. They're just different ways of getting to the pages to edit them. If your website's small enough, it might be easy enough just for you to scroll down and click Edit on the page that you want to change the text or pictures on. But if your website, you're dealing with hundreds of pages, or maybe even, over 50, it might be easier for you to just go through the drop-downs to make it easier, or the content pages. So basically, I'll show you what I'm referring to here. If I were to select About Us, the Contact Us, Home category, and Quick Links, they're all going to disappear. And now I'm left with About Us and uncategorized content pages. Those pages are basically, they're just pages that aren't associated with any of the drop-downs. Categories of your website. So again, I can select the Contact Us page now, and it's just going to show the Contact Us category with the Contact Us page. Now the content pages, again, somewhat similar but different, is it'll show me my categories, which I can't select, right? So we see Quick Links is a category, I can't select it, but the pages that are associated with it, I can. So if I were to click on the About Us page through the content pages, it's the exact same as if I click the Edit button, the blue Edit button. So we'll just go back here. So again, different ways of getting to your pages to click the Edit button. The next, or make note of the page count up here as well. It shows you how many pages you're using and how many are allowed. You can edit the categories through here, which again are the buttons across the top and or side of your website. So over here I can see Home, About Us, Quick Links, Contact Us. I have the sort order. And in this case, 1 is furthest to the left, and say 4, if I added a fifth one, it would be furthest to the right. So I'll add a new one for a demonstration here. So Products category. And I'll change the sort order to 5. I want to be furthest to the right, and click Change or Update, if you will. Now what you have to keep in mind is categories and pages are different. So if I'm looking here, I'll just refresh my website so it picks up that products category. So even though I created a products category, there's actually no page associated with it. And so by default, if I have an empty category and I click it, you'll see here it's actually going to bring me to the home page, right? So that would, if I add any more and I don't associate pages with them, or a page, right? You can have multiple pages like the Quick Links, or just have one page like the About Us category. But how I would fix that is basically if I go to the List Pages area here, there we go. So you can see my categories: About Us, Contact Us, Home. And you can actually see the products one here, and there's no page associated with it currently. So how I would change that is I already have a page created. I'll click Edit on that page. So what I'm seeing here, and again I'll go over what all this means in just a little bit, but I can see the page categories here, and I want to associate my products page with my products category. So basically I'm telling it when someone clicks the products category, go to this page. And if you associate multiple pages with a category, then you have drop downs. So I'll click Save Changes there. I'll update or refresh my browser. Okay, so now if I click the products page, I'll actually be brought to my products page. Or sorry, when I click the products category, I'll be brought to the products page that I associated with it. So that's how categories work, categories and pages. Next we have is the main button here, or no landing page for this group. And basically what that does is, if I go to quick links here, you'll see that I have quick links as the main button. So if I scroll here, I look at quick links, you can see there's no page under quick links for the drop down. It's the actual, when I click the category, it goes to that page. But if I wanted that to change, I can say no landing page, update the quick links category. I'll go here and refresh my browser. So now you'll see that the quick links page is actually showing up under the quick links category. And so now I have right here, no landing page for this group selected. So if I click the quick links category, nothing's going to happen. I can go to the home page and then again click the quick links category. It's going to do nothing. I actually have to select the page. So that's what that function right there does. Page names and titles we'll get into in just a little bit as well. Now menu and visible, somewhat the same but a little different. If I don't want something showing up in the menu, so say our webmail page that currently shows up under the quick links category, if I don't want that to show up, I can uncheck it from the menu and the website's automatically updating it. So I'll just refresh my live site again. So now you'll see under quick links, webmail has disappeared as a page. Now the difference, if I uncheck visible, basically I'm going to tell the webmail page, just the content management system will pretend that page doesn't exist if I uncheck it. So currently maybe I don't have it associated with that category, but if someone knew the actual link, say you send it to them in email or it's linked on another site, they can still go to the webmail page itself, right? But if I don't make it visible, now I'll try going to the webmail page again, and you'll see the content management system says that page doesn't exist because you haven't made it visible. So that might be useful for when you're working on the page and you just don't want any people going to it, or maybe the page is no longer valid but it will be in the future, you use it again, stuff like that. So go ahead and check those two things again. Okay, and we have the edit button. Again, this brings you into the page itself to change the text and pictures and all that. And again, I will be going over this in just a little bit. And then we got the green view button, which will just open up, what does my products page look like? Click the button, and it shows you what your products page looks like. It opens up another tab. So I'll just close that. Delete, as the name suggests, deletes the page. So we'll click the delete button for the webmail page. And it doesn't actually fully delete it, just in case you click it by accident. You'll see down here, remember how we had the uncategorized content pages? Now a new area showed up called archived content pages. I can either choose to restore it, right, undelete it, if you will, or purge it, which will permanently delete the page, and if you somehow do need that page back, you'll have to contact us. So I'll just restore the webmail page. And there you go, you see it went right back under quick links here. Okay, sort order, just like the categories, it's the order that shows up under the category itself. 1, 2, so on and so forth. So I'll actually go in and edit a page now. We'll use the starting a business page. So when you go in and edit a page, you have a couple different options. Page visible, again, just like we were going over before. If I uncheck it, anyone going to this page, even if it's associated in the menu, it'll act as if the page doesn't exist, right? It won't be visible. Show in menu, if I uncheck that, the page won't show up in the drop downs. Splash page, again, most of these things have help tooltips beside them as well that you can scroll over, and it'll kind of give you some information on them. But splash page, basically, it's a page without a template. So I'll show you what I'm referring to here. If we actually go to my, starting a business page. So currently I don't have splash page selected, but if I did select it, save my changes, it's basically going to be a page without a template, and what that means is just a blank white page with whatever you put in the content area itself down here. So again, I'll unselect that. So again, that'll be useful for, splash pages, maybe privacy policies, disclaimers, anything where you don't want the template associated with the page. So again, I just unchecked it now, so I'm going to make the starting a business page back to normal. There we go. Okay. So yes, we have page visible, show and menu, splash page, the categories, right? So currently this page, starting a business, is associated with the quick links category, right? That's how we can get to it. I can always change that or deselect it by holding down Control and clicking into it, right? Or clicking again to select it. Page name and page title. The page name, again, most of these have help icons, but the page name is what shows up in the URL itself, so you don't want to have any kind of special characters in there, such as question marks or ampersands or anything like that. And our system will, it'll help you out if I try to put a question mark here that says, you don't want to use that key, right? Because that's what's showing up in the URL itself, and there's no spaces in the URL. The title is what shows up in the tab right up here in the browser, so you can have a long title. And menu text and title somewhat similar, but again, they can be different. If you don't have menu text selected and nothing put in there, then it'll just default to the title of the page. But to show you what I'm referring to for the menu text is, I'll actually change it here. So we'll change the menu text to starting a business 1, right? But the page title is starting a business. I'll save my changes. Refresh my browser. So you see, right, the title, starting a business, the page name, starting _a_ business. Now if we go to the quick links category, this is the menu text, starting a business 1. Right, so that's the difference there. And again, you don't have to have menu text selected. If you don't, it'll just default to whatever the page title is. We have keywords and descriptions for the search engines like Google and Yahoo or Bing. If you're interested in learning more about keywords and description, head on over to the modules area and click on the SEO module. It should come default with any website. We also have the archived copies area, which I can click here. So basically what this is every time you click Save Changes on your page, you're committing to those changes, right? So I'll kind of show you what I mean here. Say I no longer, care for this area in my text, right? Oops. So I'll delete that area. Save my changes. And then I go away from the page so I can't undo the changes, right? So now I'll go back to the starting a business page, edit it. You see that text is gone. Well, what if I want to get back to those changes by accident? I saved it and now I can't get back. There's no undo button that's working, right? So I can go back to the archived copies area, and again, it tells you basically what it does here, but it'll keep a total of 5 copies. You can tell it to keep a certain amount, because once it starts getting over 5, it'll delete the oldest copy. But if I load, say this copy, because I'm currently active in this one, right? So if I load this copy, it's going to bring me back. It's kind of like a backup, right, of what I had. Let's wait for the page to load. And you can see here, professionalism is key, is back in my text. So that's another way of getting back to changes, or resetting or undoing changes that you may not want. The link functionality here, basically there may be instances where you want one of your pages to be a link to somewhere else. So say we want, when someone clicks the starting a business page, we want the person to go to google.ca, right? So I'll copy the URL here, and again, this can be on any website, right, or maybe even a PDF document or a file of some sort. So now I'll put this in the link area here, save my changes, just go to our home page. So now I basically told the system, when someone clicks the starting a business page, go to here, which was Google, right? So I'll click starting a business, and we're brought to Google's page. So it's as simple as that, really. It could be useful in different areas, like on our website we have a lot of quick links where we might have a remote support button where it actually links to an executable file where we can run support software, right? Seeing the client screen or anything like that. So that's where you can change the link. So if you do have something filled in for the link here, no one's ever going to see the content, because as soon as they go to the starting a business page, they're going to be redirected, so to speak, to the link. You can also choose if you want to open up in a new window, right? So the person stays on your website, but they're also brought to wherever you link to. So I'll just get rid of the link there. Okay. The drop down right beside link is just if you have any of the modules in the drop down here already selected. Say you have a photo gallery, right, and you want to add it to your menu, then you can select that and it automatically puts in the correct link. Just get rid of that. Okay, so the next buttons, save and return to menu and save changes. Somewhat similar, but different. Basically, if I click save and return to menu, it's going to save whatever I've done here and bring me back to the list pages area. So I'll just click that. So there we go, we're brought back to the list pages area while we saved our information. So I'll go to the starting a business page again, and I'll just click save changes. In this case, I won't be brought back to the main menu, but I'm going to save my changes. I've added some text or pictures. Reset content and cancel, again, somewhat similar but different. Say, I delete some text, or I delete everything, right? And oops, I didn't want that to happen. You could use undo here as well, but if I click reset content, right, it's going to bring me back to before I click save changes, or as if I didn't click save changes. So I cancel the changes that I just did. So there we go, loads all my information back. And cancel is the exact same thing. So if I delete all my information, same thing but different. So I click cancel, it cancels all my changes and brings me back to the list pages area, or the main menu. So again, I'll go back to the starting a business page. Okay, and preview and view live, just like the other ones, kind of grouped together, similar but different. The difference there is, for demonstration, I'll add 3 titles here, just so we know. So preview will actually take the content that you're editing, adding images, titles, links, all that information, and preview. It'll open up a new tab and show me what it's going to look like. So I can, review the changes, make sure all the links are working. That looks good for the home page. I want to save my changes, or oh, that's not working. I'm going to go back and change that. So that's preview. Now view live, I haven't actually saved these changes, right? I haven't clicked save changes. So if I view live, it's just showing me the page, starting a business, because I haven't saved those changes yet. So if anyone goes to my website right now and clicks on starting a business, they're going to see the live information, which is this. They're not going to see what I'm currently editing in the editor. Right, so that's the difference. If you're interested in learning about the editor, please see our CK editor video, which I'll be adding very soon. And that concludes the list pages video. Thanks for watching.